Alright guys, here we go. We're underway and the map is very interesting. Again, Vinlandsaga, I don't even know how to pronounce it. But on the side of JSS, we've got Chef playing Kronos. In the middle here, we've got Recon playing Thor. And on the left side, get around this message, we got T2 playing Ranos. And immediately deleting one Oracle is imperative to not getting housed. On the side of F2, we have Chrono JJ playing Kronos, we have 7up playing Aranos, and we have Wiz playing Gaia. So very interesting using all the Addy players there. And I actually think that in the middle here, every Recon is going to have a really bad time. Because Norse is like, I don't know, very hard to play on this map. You need to actually use oracles to scout goats, and if you don't, the amount of berries provided usually don't give you enough food. 6 berries is a nice spawn for this map. Sometimes there are as little as 3 or 4, so that should help the players actually advance. But if you want the fastest possible advance, then I think 5 fishing ships is optimal for Atlanteans. And Kronos is nice because you can build everything on the island and shift things over, and the manors can be brought over to actually protect him. But then Gaia is also nice because villagers can stay on this island longer because of the forests that he's actually spawning. If you actually look around here, the trees on this island are there, but it's still kind of scarce. There isn't that many reasons. So having the abundance of trees will help a lot. Taking a look here, have the players found any goats? The other thing is there are like Skraelings in the middle here, which are will attack. They are just kind of neutral units. It doesn't look like anyone has found a Skraeling yet, however. And looking over here, yeah, no goats were found there by Chrono. One pig was found there from Wiz. That's nice. Alright. If you guys don't like the noise gate, I'll just turn it off. There. Now the voice will always be outputting, but you will be hearing some feedback. So let's take a look at the middle. Chef is bringing his temple to the main base, but he's not up yet, so no... Okay, so Recon actually is up quite quickly, going with an all-dwarf strategy. That's actually pretty nice. That's actually very nice. His Allspark is on the main island, and he's got a temple down. The only kind of rough thing is that okay, maybe he used the dwarven mine and the more efficient dwarves and all that, but the units he makes are not very good against Atlantean units, which is exactly what he's going to be facing in this game. Can you shift your docks? Yes, I think you can. Ooh, lots of Skraelings being found here, and pig down as well as 4 Skraeling down here. Recon is doing some scouting for JSS. And looking at the town centers, I don't know if vetoes are allowed in RTSL. I don't believe they are. Yeah, they aren't. The TCs are kind of favoring JSS here. On the right side, there are kind of 5 town centers, and on the left side, there are kind of 7 town centers. But then again, JSS has more central town centers, not as many safe town centers, so it's not too bad balance-wise. And there you see Chef coming in through the classical age, the last player getting up. And keep in mind, guys, that some of these players were likely not prepared for this map, so their build orders and all that will not be that smooth. Chef here taking his second town center, which is a little bit surprising. I expected a lot of Terma to be made by everybody in order to actually grab map control in this game. Meanwhile, though, everybody transporting all their Prometheans and Oracles to try to actually pick off T2's main town center. So this was a very nice play here, and actually Chrono JJ bringing in his counter barracks here. And what this will accomplish is disrupt the fishing ships, which is going to be very, very nice. So T2 is going to have to move his fishing ships. These vills will be fine as long as they are not picked off. So there's T2, he's pretty hurt. He is here on the island though, so assuming he can get enough resources, he should have no problems grabbing this town center. I really like this play from F2 though. Like, they always come up with these very innovative strategies. They are the type of clan that makes RTSL so interesting and so much fun to watch. Not just doing kind of cookie cutter matches and seeing who can outskill the opponents in a regular fashion. T2 though has made some boats now, so he might be able to defend this position, but he is playing 5 boats and a dock versus 7 boats there. And T2 is very, very hurt now. Chrono is actually bringing a temple to this island, but Chef's nice teamwork there from JSS. This transport ship manages to save 6 citizens. So F2 are really would benefit from picking this transport ship off. Killing 6 villagers is equivalent to killing about 18 villagers. Sorry, 6 citizens, 18 villagers. T2 now grabbing his town center and looking at the main map. Chef is still going strong with his 2 town center boom. F2 have not grabbed any additional town centers, and their presence on the main island is not very large. This Valkyrie from Recon is getting chased by, I can't quite get it, 10 Skraelings or more. A lot of Skraelings, and it's taking a beating here. Luckily they don't do that much damage though. They only do 2.7 damage, so the Valkyrie is only taking 1 damage per hit. It would be very nice play though for Recon to actually aggro all of these Skraelings to the opponent's units in order to pick off. Recon doing some nice scouting though, making sure that F2 is not able to get anywhere on the island here. But while this is happening, F2 is just relentless, going from island to island, killing town centers. I really, really like this strategy. It's very innovative. They're controlling the water, and the nice thing about this is once they've kind of killed everything in the main bases, they will be free to go around and control the water elsewhere, which means that JSS's economy will be quite far behind. Now, as I say this, F2 are like giving complete map control away from the island, so they are going to have a tougher time actually expanding, but because of the, this was just so well thought out, because of the Gaia's forests that Wiz is able to provide, these villagers are able to stay on the island and be useful kind of the whole time. So on the back of this though, F2, if they can snag a few town centers on the main island, will have a significant lead in this game. This town center should be going down soon actually, if by nothing else, from the boats who are able to shoot it. These Hersiers doing some nice damage. If these boats get micro, these Hersiers will be mowed down in no time at all. And now they're actually going for some harass. Chef finding a few boats there, but that didn't quite notice, so didn't pick anything off. And now they're starting to fish actually off the main island. Chef will be the next victim here. This island will be destroyed. Yep, and look at that. That is a lot of villagers that are going to die if they don't manage to get those off the island. Very, very nice aggressive play here from F2. Again, this strategy is just so nice. Meanwhile, it's time to start transitioning onto the main island. Wiz has brought a Vil down. Chrono should be shifting things onto the main island soon by Wiz, and they should be kind of amalgamating and pushing out for town centers together, I expect. Chef, though, grabbing his third town center here. He's been untouched thus far, and his boom might be an issue for F2. Looking back, though, these villagers were never actually picked off. And they aren't scouting it, so the transport ship here is kind of making it safe. Wiz is coming around, though, so this might be... this might be a very nice find. Look how many villagers. I think he can only fit 10. Yeah, he can only fit 10 at a time. This transport ship... both these transport ships coming out. Does Wiz spot it? No, he's not quite looking. So it looks like these 10 dwarves / villagers will be getting away. Meanwhile, Wiz is starting to make some army on the main island here. These Vils are still all trapped, and look at that. Oh, they found a transport ship. Transport ship down. So those villagers are all dead now. Unless it actually cut it around that way. No, it doesn't look like it did. Nice job there from F2 actually picking off that transport ship. Chef is coming in with a nice amount of boats now, but Recon has just 19 idle villagers, which is very, very rough. Chrono bringing in Chrono JJ. That's Chronos bringing in his temple here. Is going to try to actually finish off what villagers are remaining, as well as these houses. But unfortunately, needs to be careful. There is still a Hersier there, but he has a boat here if he can aggro it to pick off the Hersier. Let's take a look again at the main island. Chef doing some scouting, using what he can, but these Skraelings almost picking off these two citizens. They need to be very, very careful. If he loses that, it's going to hurt him quite a bit. Army still not really being made on the main island. Chef finally throwing down a barracks here. Similarly for T2, actually not really similarly for T2. So, let's take a quick look. Yeah, T2 has now a lot of boats, and it does look like some water fights are going to happen. Wiz used to have a lot of ships. I don't know what happened to all of them. I guess he fought Chef. But it looks like JSS actually has a lead on the water now. JJ still kind of just... He must be trying to transport to the main island right now, or he may have lost a transport ship. Oh, never mind. Oh, no, that's not where he is, because he used to have so many citizens. And he's shifting now, onto this island, and he actually is planning on grabbing this town center, so that's pretty interesting. But now Chef's boats are coming in, and they do pick off that transport ship, as well as they are going to be able to protect these dwarves down here. 7-Up, though, has a decent amount of ships alongside Wiz, so if they can mass these together and pick off some units, they might be okay. I need to come help Chrono here, who might lose a lot of ships, but nice micro, he's running away. But let's take a look at the main island now. Wiz is actually taking his first town center here, and he's well on his way. He's got a nice little army there, but 7-Up is going to be found here, and it's going to be bad times for him because Wiz is not coming to help him, and there are some military units here. He's throwing down some racks, though. With Alt-S support, he might be okay here. There are only 3 units. He just needs to be careful. And this bear just being a massive annoyance here. Actually, needing to micro to pick that off, and 2 racks here should be enough to guarantee him that town center snag. I don't see any more units coming in from the side of JSS. Recon, though, has his town center recovered now. Meanwhile, he's got 1 ox cart here, so he's getting a decent amount of gathering there. But he is pretty hurt in this game. I mean, if we look at what he has kind of 17 dwarves there. This town center is producing. He's 5 Vils, so he's got 21 plus 5. got 26 villagers. Meanwhile, though, this fight is going on here, and this catapult is kind of doing a lackluster amount of damage. I kind of thought it would crush a Terma, but it's really not doing that much. Oh, but here come the Murmillo, and he's forcing it back. A little bit of a miss micro here by Wiz. If he actually attacked, these villagers, or all these would-be Murmillos would be taken down quite quickly. Ooh, Chef, though, up to the heroic age, and this behemoth is just going to do some work. Shockwave being thrown there from 7-Up, and these villagers going back to trying to build the town center. Now, Wiz seriously needs some heroes and to take down this behemoth, otherwise this settlement will never get up. He's lost, I think he lost 1 citizen, but he brought 2 more down to try to secure this location. Once this behemoth starts getting hits on the town center, though, oh, it's actually attacking the counter barracks. Oh, there it goes. So this town center won't be getting up anytime soon. This is not looking good for F2. There goes 2 more citizens, 3 more citizens, and 7-Up is probably just crying right now. He's lost a lot there. He doesn't want to lose these 2 citizens. He needs to be very careful. There's just this one Arcus here. Is it going to be a hero Arcus? Oh, 7 and 23 health. So nice job there, microing getting out by 7-Up. But it looks like the flood from JSS is just going to be too massive. Let's take another look down here at the islands. F2 doing such a nice job of being aggressive on the islands, but unfortunately doesn't look like they did enough damage. And now that Chef is actually up, he's able to actually pick off these town centers with siege boats, which means he's going to be able to do that to everything that F2 has, and that's going to be a problem for them. Some harass going here on F2's economy, and honestly, economy-wise, F2 have not boomed as well as they could have. They're behind in town centers here. We look 6 on that side and 6 on both sides, really. But looking over here, they're going to start losing. Oh, I say that, but actually they've still got tons of boats in the water. So they should be able to actually recover on water quite quickly. That is a lot of siege boats there for Chef, but there's a lot of boats here, and if they micro it properly and kind of kite away from these arrows, siege boat arrows, they should be doing okay. Chef getting a seriously nice boom going on, though. Oh, this bear is going to keep being annoying. He might be up to 5 town centers soon. Wiz, being on the other outskirt, is going to be up on 3 town centers soon, so having a decent boom. But at the same time, these destroyers are just doing so much, and there goes another town center for Wiz. He's back down to 2 town centers now, and he's immediately retreating, trying to get another town center down there. And Trader being cast by Chef. Not exactly sure on what, but Chef is just so massive, and he's making units that really count on this island right now in the form of destroyers and behemoths. At the same time, Recon making some frost giants, which can also be very useful. And then JSS pushing up the right side here. T2 is going to be on his 2nd town center here. He's still fighting the water. This is looking very grim for F2 now. And some more boats being picked off here by T2, but Chef still beasting incredibly hard, making a lot of nice units, and he's going to be able to take down his town centers here. He's got 4 destroyers, decent amount of Murmillo, and this behemoth, which is really important. Chrono JJ just making a bunch of catapults, not very effective in this matchup, but he does have some hero Murmillo to try to kill this behemoth, but it's going to be too little too late. Another town center down, and actually a nice forest fire being cast there by Recon. That's doing a lot of damage to these Termas. I say that, he didn't cast it in the best spot, but oh, look at these upgraded frost giants. Up Thrym coming in. There goes the Dryad, Frozen Solid, and these raiding cavalry coming in as well. So that, yeah, at this point, I mean, it's really not looking good for F2. Chef probably going to be grabbing his 6th town center very soon. No, he's leaving that one for recon. And 7-Up says, haha, this game was fun, and he bows out. So that'll be the game. JSS will be taking this series 2-0, but honestly, a very nice strategy, very interesting play. It's very well thought out there, carried out by F2. They had Gaia in order to provide a forest to each base main island so that the vills could keep mining for a long time. They had a Chronos to be mobile so that they could bring buildings from one place to the other and actually keep the pressure on and kill the islands quickly. And they had a Ranos for the shockwaves, which was very likely going to be required for fights on the main island. And there's a resign from Chrono. There goes Implode. There's a lot of units here, but I expect a resign to be cast now. And a Frost answer. And there is the game. GG 2-0 for JSS. Congratulations. And I really, again, want to applaud F2 for their very nice attempt at kind of an innovative strategy here on this map. So to take a look at the post game. Chef obviously beasting ahead in economy, just being quite far ahead of everybody else. Only 10 civilian units behind a Norse player as an Addy player. Kind of crazy. Military-wise, made the most military units. But T2 actually is always beasting, such good micro. Killing so many units there, probably on both the water and the land. So there's the game, guys.